Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. See how this works. All right. Trying to mess with a little bit of issues over here in this little corner. Hey, we already have people in the house. Very cool. Hey, this is the Dodgers 2080 Blue Madness podcast brought to you by Dodgers 2080. Let's do that again. This is the Blue Madness podcast brought to you by Dodgers 2080. I'm Tim, um, your favorite absent Dodger podcaster. You're your infrequent Dodger podcaster. The rest of the people who do this work are really good at it, really consistent. However, your boy, your old man here, is not. Life's been busy, but life's been good. No complaints. Hoping to get out to Dodger Stadium pretty darn soon. We are, man, that's crazy. We are in a mode of just being really busy with life, and that's all cool. No problems there. A clean game. How dare you even suggest that's possible? Let's. Oh, what did I just do? Where did I get? There we go. Got to have that up so I can see the chat. Real quick. Hey, today is Memorial Day. It is to memorialize the military personnel, folks that perished in action. This is not a hey veterans, thank you for your service. That's called Veterans Day. This is Memorial Day. These are for people that gave their lives. Got some really weird stuff going on here. Sorry, folks. Little flashy. Got just trying to get lighting. It's obviously not supreme today. Let me try something really quick. Oh, that did nothing. Except maybe make it a little worse when I did that. Okay. So, Memorial Day is today. I'm not going to say Happy Memorial Day, but it is Memorial Day. And so, definitely a day of checking, of remembrance for sure. And my wife and I have been watching a bunch of stuff this morning. A lot of World War II things. I don't like to say fan. Not a fan of war. I hate war, but it is what it is. Yep. God bless America. Yeah. So today the Dodgers played the Guardians. Trying to remember that name. Sorry, I'm not that guy. I'm not politically correct, as a lot of you know. It just does. I don't roll that way. I'm just not who I am. But we do have a lineup, so that's a good thing. And so I'm gonna read it real quick. I'm not gonna go bonkers on this one here. Where'd it go? Let's see. So lineup is a little different than I thought it would be. Tommy Tank's getting another day off. That's okay. So we have Otani at DH, Betts at short, Freeman at first, Teoscar in right, Will Smith at catcher, Max Muncy at third, Andy Paz in center, Conforto in left field. Sorry, everybody. I know you're going to go bonkers. Haesung Kim second base, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto at short. So, not short on the mound. Good Lord. Sorry, folks. So Tommy Edman he's not 100. He's still not looking good at the plate. We see that. We do see that. Now I'm already seeing the Edman sucks post. That's just silly. We have to understand that the season is full of ebb and flows. Tommy Edman was doing just fine before he got hurt. So he's been hurt, and he's not back yet. He's just not back the way we want him to be, of course. But we gotta, We got to talk about some of the things we've seen. Yesterday was gross. Let's be honest. I mean, there's no sugarcoating that. Um, it was a bad series for Max Muncy at third. Um, he got 2 errors. That's that thing where the interference or whatever that doesn't count. That didn't count as an error, and it was silly. That was an umpire going. I'm an umpire. See how powerful I am. So I'm gonna pass on that stuff. I don't like that stuff. Speaking of umpires, I actually had the pleasure of running into a former umpire that I used to work with. He was the umpire in chief for our district in Little League, and shout out to Mark Bernstein. Great to run into him yesterday, and it's umpiring's hard, so I'm gonna give it that. So a little bit of the chat. Why don't we go look at the chat a bit? We got all the hellos and everybody. Hello everyone. When can they play a clean game? Justin Lama says, and boy, you're not kidding. Pitching, defense, and bats now show up all the. We'd love to see them show up at the same time. They're in a tight division race, and it's a tough one. Let's see. At least we do have Yamamoto on the mound. Guardians have a good guy going today. They always have good pitching. Doesn't matter who it's offense. Yeah, they have their one offense. They have a couple offensive players. They have Stephen Kwan and the great Jose Ramirez, who always looks like he's pissed off. I love that look. And he it basically looks like he ended Tim Anderson's career. Dodger fans would consider trade for Mullins. Also make a trade for third base with bat and glove. There aren't any. Muncy is not a third baseman. He is old and regressing. We can't afford to give more outs. You know what, Roy. Sorry. You forgot something. And we talked about this after 2023. He cannot get a ball that's a bunt. He never makes those plays. Never, ever, 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 ever. I'm being exaggerating, but there's one or two exceptions. He can't make that play. And I can tell you why. It's the gut. The gut, when you're 35 years old and you're a baseball player, things have already started to deteriorate. And to have your gut be that big and try to play third base is not going to work. I hate, I'm an overweight dude, so I know about this stuff. But there's a problem there. There's a real problem there. Eduardo Quintero's probably gone. Where's he going? I know what you're saying. They're gonna have to make trades. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't watch much yesterday's game. I was actually doing other stuff. I was still following it. I was listening to it, and I like our announcers. And however, I hate these frickin' commercials that you get on the MLB app. It's the same one over and over. Yes, that is Mike Piazza's voice. The week after 9/11, hitting a whole game, go ahead home run in the 8th inning. Thank you for that. I heard it 100 times, and I basically stopped listening. I just got sick of it. Dodgers been making a lot of mistakes. They're not playing clean. Dave Roberts keeps hoping Conforto and Muncy will turn it around. It's not just him, Alfonso. Sorry. The front office helps with these things. Defense did ruin Landon Knack's start. Absolutely. Now, the pitch he gave up to Alonso. Hey, that's on him. I know he should have been out of the inning. It's a lot. I'm going to put that to a little loss of focus. Can't do that. Blind. I'm not going to say corrupt umpires, but we need more. We need robots now, and we need to fix things. Keep fixing things. Keep making things better. Yeah, it was frustrating to watch that game because that was absolutely winnable. Can't understand why we signed Stratton. It doesn't matter. They just need a healthy arm. That's what that is. Muncie is terrible. Well, right now he is. I would really like him to come back, but whew. Um, Conforto, it's gonna be. I'm gonna say it's not gonna be till. And I said it on a quick little thing last night on a short, which didn't get very many views. I didn't do well at all. But with Conforto, he has to start hitting better, obviously, or he will not be on the roster when by the time the end of July comes around. That's for sure. They're going to still hang with him, but you know, yep. No, you've always hated fat baseball players, but Fernando Valenzuela, man, when he was a rookie, that dude was not skinny. Babe Ruth was fat. Max Muncy's 34 years on 35. Well, it doesn't matter. He's got to be in shape. His Barnes, it was 35. Yeah, he does play like he's older because he's not in the best of shape. He's a really good athlete. That's the thing about him. And I love Max Muncy. I want him to come back and be really, really good. Why don't they give Ryan Ward a chance? Because they just don't think he's a Major League Baseball player. That's why. Yep. Dodgers don't give their everyday players as much rope as veterans. True. But now at least we see Andy Pages has earned a full-time spot. It's wonderful to see. Will Smith, they just gotta, it is what it is. It was a miss. He just blew it. But we're gonna go into a bit of a deep dive on defense pretty soon. But yeah, things kind of pooey. It is what it is. They gave Outman plenty of chances. They did. Yeah. He earned it in 2023. Let's be honest. He had a nice year. Third in Rookie of the Year. Had a lot of home runs. Did really well. And he earned a shot to do it last year. And he's done it. He's had some chances this year. Problem with James is obviously the strikeouts. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. As everyone knows, I'm a huge Outman guy. Love the guy. I want him to do well. I really do. And I'd prefer it to be with the Dodgers. I'd prefer he'd make this a real easy thing and just go, Conforto's gone, Outman's in. But that's not happening. Now, the other question, if the guy that I want to see out there, and I don't want to see him out there. I want to see his bat in the lineup, and that's Dalton Rushing, even though he really had a tough one against Mr. Peterson, didn't he? That was rough. That was a rough one. But yeah, why don't we take a quick dive into your Dodgers defense? So what I'm gonna do that thing I do when I give myself just a quick little one of was it these things? So that's what you see at the moment because I'm going to make a cutout of this video. So I need to go and get this going on here. Monitors see no back. I need to do Mac OS properties. So by the way, I actually, because I got so tired of the ads, I actually paid to get a Fangraphs thing. Because I think it's worth it. All right, here we go. Fangraphs. Here we go. All right. So I did a poll. All right, well, let me go 3, 2, 1. Get this all set. All right, let me go back to start. All right. And to here. Nope. There we go. Oh, that's really bad. I need to frame that a lot better. Sorry, everyone. That's poo. We need to see it, don't we? So that looks not too bad. And we'll pull it up. And we'll pull it down. Oh, no. Oh. I'll just go with this. Oops. And let me move it. Oh, I need to do this. There we go. All right, let's make this happen. All right, so we're going to talk about the Dodgers defense. Quick deep dive. We're about a third into the season. I've done a query on Fangraphs, and for my sake, I got a subscription to Fangraphs because their ads kill this site. But at least they offer that option. So $60 for the year of doing that. I wish MLB would do that themselves. I mean, I subscribe to MLB's, at the at bat stuff. Why don't they take away the ads on these MILB charts? It's terrible what they do. So, just spent on overall defensive rating. Their best guy is Mookie Betts. Congratulations. I mean, I got to be honest. Mookie Betts, you are the man. I'm so impressed with you. Tommy Tanks at second base. No surprise there. And we'll look at some other numbers. Will Smith still rated high. His DRS is a little low. Tommy Edman in center field is our fourth best guy. And here's where it gets really cool. Andy Pages in right is outstanding. And in center, he made some misplays at the beginning of the year, caused me concern, really pissed off me as a fan of pitching, but he's improved. Now just got to get that base running going. And even in a short time in left field, he's been really good. Kike Hernandez at third base. I said earlier, this man should be in the lineup a bit more. I said it in a short the other day. He needs to be in the lineup a bit more. And then Miggy Rowe at shortstop, still playing decent there. And then Kike at second, Dalton Rush and catcher, Hae-Sung Kim. Not a lot of numbers yet. But, he covers a lot of ground. The late, great Austin Barnes, gone. Miggy Rowe at second, lower. Kike in center, Kike at first. I don't expect him to do well. James Outman. So defense and Freddie Freeman, they always get lower. But let's do it by DRS. So Andy Pages is number one, then Dookie Butts and Kike, and then Teoscar, Hae-Sung, Kim, and Kike again. It's amazing. Some of these guys playing multiple positions and how good they are. One of the things I want to look at though is let's take a look at some players individually. I'm gonna go away from the Dodgers. All teams. I'm gonna do multiple seasons. So I'm gonna go 2021 to now. And I'm gonna go. I want to see. Let's see. I wonder what I'm looking for is guys like Tommy Edman at third, Kike Hernandez at third. Let's see. Position third base. And let's see what we see. All right. Whoa, Matt Chapman is number one. No surprise. That's standard stuff, though. Let's go to the advanced. And I want to find, yeah. Ooh, there's too many results there. Let me go backwards. Let me just let's click on Edman himself. Oops. Sorry. If I could get back there. Come on. Don't be bad, Dodgers. There we go. All right, let's go click on Tommy Tanks here. Well, let's do Kike first. We'll do a new tab there, folks. New tab. It's that one. I want his defense. Let's see if we could find his defense, huh? Statcast, zips, batted ball. There's so much good information on here, folks. This is absolutely amazing. Plate discipline, fielding. All right. Let's just look at him as a third baseman. This guy's amazing. He is amazing. He plays just his defense all over the field. I'm looking for advanced information with him at third base. I don't know if I'm going to get it. Well, maybe I could just do this. I'm going to go positions. We're going to go here to here. We'll just worry about him as a Dodger. And we'll go all positions. Go third base. And we'll look at let's look at the advanced. Who's got the best? Justin Turner since 2021. Kike, though, look at him. He's in there. His DRS is 2. Now, he's not perfect. And these are, spread out over, 5 seasons. But he's solid there. I'm going to go to the Cardinals really quick because I want to see Tommy Edman as a Cardinal. And we're going to third base. Of course, they got Norman Avocado. Tommy Edman at third base. Let's see, how much did he play? Edman. Not a ton of innings there, huh? Where'd he go? Oh, only 26. So that's probably not the best of options there. Is Edman at third. That's one of my solutions. He'd probably get okay there. But it's kind of a breakdown of what, we saw just a mess yesterday. So let's go back to our defense for the Dodgers just this year. And all positions. Pitchers are going to show up on here. Don't worry about it. And I just did a minimum of 20 innings. But, on the StatCast, let's go. What do we have in here? There's not a lot, but we got range here. Mookie's doing well. You can't beat that. And then you've got, this is the whole throwing, blocking, framing, blah, blah, blah. It's a kind of an overall thing. And Mookie's top notch there. So is Tommy Edman at second. So we do have some good ones. Now we got to focus a little bit on our problem children here. Teo in right's been really down. So having him in right versus left, not a big deal. And then Max Muncy, advanced wise, and the fact he cannot get a bunt. And that doesn't factor into some of these stats, but that's a missed opportunity that he really couldn't do. His range is down. Teo's is down. So, Teo going to left and putting Pages in center. Pages in right and putting Edman in center does not hurt my head. I would go, especially let's say against left-hander. Pages in right, Edman in center. Kike at third. I guess Rojas or whatever. I don't want to get Rojas. I don't think should be getting a lot of time over there. But so that's a little bit on defense. Just some thoughts. Now, what are your thoughts? See if I lost my audience yet. Where'd my chat go? We'll go to this one here. There it is. Where did my chat go? Uh-oh. I got to get it back here, folks. There it is. All right. Let's see, where are we at here? Some good questions. Where are we at here? Truth be told, Muncy should be at first. Yeah. Well, he's got a hit. Got a hit. No, we know regardless of stats I test, Muncy, yeah, Conforto and Muncy are the weakest links right now for sure. Tigers are good. Yeah. Yeah, they Dodgers in 2024 had some dudes. These are going to change though. Things are going to change. The 2024 team, well, of course, right now, we will see though. Remember, the 2024 team had a healthy Gavin Stone. They were healthier a little bit. They had Flaherty, just the health. Now, potentially wise, this 2025 team should be better, but it's different. And hey, this 2025 team has been gritty too. There's been a lot of games where we're used to them just dying and stuff. Remember last May and June, the 2024 team was boring, had no fire. They had nothing. They turned it on. This team has already had more and more, um, a lot of nice come from behind things. They're never out of a game. Yesterday they were flat. It just did. Yeah. Yeah. 2024 was not perfect at all. And this team wants to win. I 100% disagree that this team doesn't want to win. They do want to win. They show the grit a lot. They're flat right now. They want it so there's so many guys that are on this roster that are playing for a ring. No, this team is not soft at all. This is not a soft team. You guys you are dead wrong here. Absolutely dead wrong. It is not a soft team. And so Doc's doing a great job. And he is what it is. Doc was desperate at the end in 2024. They want to win. They come on, folks. They've had so many games already with these comebacks. They've had so many. So uh, uh, just stop. Um, how much longer till Rojas and Conforto are phased out? Soon. Um, so guys, got to remember, Dave Roberts is managing this team just like he did last year. Just like last year. He knows it's about October. So Teo is a lazy outfielder. He's just, uh, yeah, he seems to be saving it, isn't he? Yeah, we talked about the issues. I agree, and we repeat the same thing. Is that Doc's fault? It's not. Is it the team's fault? They're just doing their best things. Um, yeah, gosh, this is not a lazy team. Um, yeah. Yep. Justin's saying it right. We have a lot of players who aren't part of 2024 team have never won a ring. Very sure Snell wants a ring, especially after what happened in 2020. Same as Sasaki, Scott, Yates, Kim. And a lot of these guys are looking at legacy. You think Mookie Betts working his butt off to be a really good shortstop? He's above average, right? He's one of the better shortstops in baseball. People go, well, it's wearing him out, and hey, that's not something I'm going to disagree with because I was all over that the whole off season talking about it. However, let's don't forget. Let's forget something here. The dude lost over like 35 pounds. They're doing everything they can to win, folks. They're doing everything. And again, you can't compare an October team versus a June team because the June team last year was very uninspiring. This team has its moments where it's uninspiring. I've Justin, I've stated my concern about that for all off season, but he's the shortstop. What am I going to say? He's doing really good at shortstop, isn't he, Mike? Or I mean, he's one of the best. He's playing really well, but he lost. He's recovering from that stuff. Ain't going to be the thing. Um, yeah, third straight season, the Dodgers leading pitching injuries, and you can't change it all in one day. Yeah, Last year's team was running Nick Ahmed. Yeah, there was a lot of guys they were bringing out. Yeah. There, I have no issues with this team's effort. I didn't, dude. I like yesterday. Oh no, no, no. Overall, though, I see the team. Yeah, look at the fight they had against the Diamondbacks. Look at the fight they had on Friday night. Come on, come on, people. Let's go. Think about it. Don't judge them based on one game. This fan, you guys are better than that. You know it. Mookie had a broken wrist last season. That helped him. That actually helped him be fresh. I don't want him to get a broken wrist, but boy, I wouldn't mind a 15-day IL stint for him sometime like in August. Same with Freddie. Get these guys going. See, Mike says it. Every time I cover a game, Mookie is working his butt off pregame. No one works harder than Mookie Betts. No one works harder. He's working harder all the time. And you know, will that wear him out? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe he needs to be forced to sit a bit. I would be sitting, I mean, because Mookie Betts is, 32 and a half. I would be, knowing him, hey, they're $1 billion team. They look at the injured. There's 14 pitchers on the injured list. I don't know what to say. We have guys that are nursing injuries. They're not going to win every game. This is a team that's drained right now, especially in terms of the pitching. It's frustrating for everybody, fans, the team. No one likes it. I don't care if I just want to win the World Series. And to win the World Series, it's always best to have the best record. So if they can go for get the best record, that's what we want. It's May. It's May. We are 2 months into the season, so a third of the way, right? A third of the way. So the team is what it is. They're by being mad. Do we get our pitchers back? No. By being mad is, Tommy Tank's going to be 100% healthy. I hope, Yeah, not looking at the money anymore because it was $1 trillion. If it was $1 trillion team, they're human and can't make up for it. It's true. Yeah, no team is guaranteed a World Series. Mr. Classic. Again, compare the team last year versus this year. In May and June, we were all kind of whining about how uninspired they are. The drive is there. Mike has been in the locker room. I have been in the locker room. We've been on the field. My guy Pete Soto's been out there. This team has the drive. No team works harder. They also know that this is not football. You don't play one game and then sit for a week. That's not how baseball works. This is Major League Baseball where it's a 162 game season. Think about that. 162 game season. This is long and hard. They figured it out last year. They're kind of on the same path as they were last year. They were in June last year. I was very unhappy with their play. And they looked uninspiring. At the end of the day, it's a 162 game season. They're playing like that. Remember, the Mets played all out and they won. Dodgers didn't. The Dodgers did help them win. That's for sure. But every team is going to be fired up to play the Dodgers. This is the world champs. They have the biggest target in baseball on their back. Every team is playing them with playoff intensity, and the Dodgers are going, we're playing for a World Series. That's what they're doing. Players last year were frustrated when Glass went down. Yeah. They bounced back. And they've been dealing with this stuff all year. Glass is down right now. There's more than enough there. There is enough effort, more than enough effort. There's more there's more than enough desire. These guys want to win. They want to win bad. But they understand it's a 162 game season. All right. Just remember, it's not even they lose today. There's tomorrow. They're still in first place. Good Lord. Tyler Glasnow is the worst signing in Dodger history. There's worse. There's worse. Let's see. Mets were about to throw a parade for. That's right. That's what they do. These teams are throwing parades when they win. They're going all out. I'll be worried if they're playing bad in September. Thank you, Mike. Mike, I need you on my show. I need you. I got to get you back on the show, dude. Come. Let's arrange something. You're the best, man. Plus, I just like hanging with you. Yeah, that's exactly. Mike's got it right. When you see this team, let's see. Justin's nailing it. Unless if drastic injuries happen, the Padres and Giants, we'll be right there. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Michael King did go down, and none of those teams, it's a matter of time for these injuries. And of course, we know the Dodgers are going to have more injuries. Let's just hope that things get out of their system. I do, okay. I have a couple people that I'd like to trade for. And these are just off the cuff. One of them is just because he's a favorite of mine, but I think he would fit in really well. But there's two guys. And one is a former Padre. And he's actually pitching against the Padres today. And it's Ryan Weathers. He's with the Marlins now. Now, he does have some of those issues of, being out. The Padres really wrecked him in a lot of ways. They really wrecked him. I like Ryan Weathers. The other guy I like, Kyle Stowers. Kyle Stowers. There's a kid I used to know. He used to play with my son. I haven't talked to Kyle in years, but he was a great dude then. He's on the Marlins. He would cost a bit, but that would fill left field. That's for sure. We need a bat. We need, I'd prefer it be Michael Conforto. I keep saying it, Conforto. Sorry, Marco. I would prefer it to be Michael Conforto. I would prefer Max Muncy solve our third base problem. They are either the solution or they're out. And that'll be by the end of July. But I like the idea of Ryan Weathers. I don't know how much he would cost. No ideas of those things. Yeah, but Justin, it's obviously a really good point. It's a good point about them not being in Stowers not being in arbitration. It will cost some more. Maybe you do it though. This is a team that doesn't care about those things right now. They're gonna go. We need players. So I don't know. Again, I have some bias there. Yeah. So people are going, hey, we should have kept Taylor. Come on. This chat has been filled for the last 2 years saying get rid of Taylor. He goes and now we're going, no. Conforto shows no emotion. Hey, you know what? That's who he is. Nobody asked for Conforto during the offseason. That's very true. But I admit I liked the signing, and I didn't see a bunch of complaining about it. But he is what he is, and I do think he's a better ball player than what we're seeing. But might be too late. No, Pete Crow Armstrong. I'm just gonna say Pete Armstrong. I don't like double names. Pete Armstrong. He's got 4 more years. Be fair. That's true, Justin. That's a good point. Conforto was seen as insurance if they missed out on Teoscar. The Dodgers can afford to do that. They can also afford to get rid of him now. Yep. No, it was definitely one of those. Hey, let's try something, and they'll pull the trigger. We've already seen it, folks. We've seen it with Conforto. Is it 5 more? Yeah. I don't think PCA is he's a really good defensive player. I don't think he's that good offensively. Something clicked in him though, and so he's been great. The last, I think it was during the Dodgers thing. The Cubs offered him an extension. He said no, and then went crazy. So, PCA, Presbyterian Church of America. That's PCA for me. Sorry, and I'm not PCA though. Well, remember, Conforto was signed very early. He was signed right at the beginning of, well, not very, very early, but he was signed right at the beginning of the winter meetings. And Teo was trying to take care of business. He's trying to take care of business. Yeah, Teo stalled because of Juan Soto. Absolutely. Yeah, that froze the market, obviously. That's for sure. No, there's a lot of, we can go back in history. I mean, we can Monday morning quarterback the heck out of it. I just go to this point. This management team from top to bottom has earned my trust. You don't trust them, that's on you. That's your thing. Yeah, our outfielders are, I think you meant A and double A. Yeah, there's, oh boy, there's some good ones. Oh man. We got DePaula. Josue DePaula, as I hear, Hope. We have, oh man, Mike Sirota. We have Eduardo Quintaro. We got Samuel Munoz. We got a lot. Some of them will be traded. Luis Robert, yeah, I'm with you, no name on that. I just don't. Just don't. I mean, I agree with that. Yeah, Sirota's impressive. They push him. Yep. There is no such thing as a bad year contract, but sucks DFA the guy. They'll work out. 57 already? A little bit more than that, but close. Well, hopefully they can make some moves here. Is who? Sirota? I think it's Hope. I think it's Hope. Yeah, okay. Is Hope our best product? No. I saw is Hope our best product? I think right now he might be. But man, DePaula's coming around. I'm starting to see some good things there. Sirota, the Dodgers had their eye on him, and they drafted him before, then they traded Luxy. And remember also in the Luxy trade, they also got a draft pick out of that too. So that'll come to fruition, hopefully, whether it's money or whatever. And it's a pick they might be able to trade. So I'm really, really, yeah. They will they ever trade Ryan Ward for someone? No, he's going to be a free agent after this year and he'll be gone. And Taylor reminder, we didn't sign a certain third baseman in Hollywood in Anaheim because of the Hollywood lifestyle. Yeah, that guy just, talk about a guy that gave up. Very disappointed what I've seen with that guy. That's for sure, for various reasons. Bigger than most of you guys are thinking about. I don't blame him for going, hey, I don't want to play in that. That's fine. I get it. It's LA. The lights are bright. Ooh, you think Sirota is better than DePaula? Yeah, it'll be interesting. DePaula's got the pure hitter stuff, and he's starting to hit the ball a little bit harder. I do, right? Yeah, no kidding. The Ward trade. Please. It'll be interesting to see what they do though with the trade deadline. And the trade deadline is always fun. Oh, I don't know. Mike watches a lot of baseball. He's retired now. He's watching a lot of baseball. Um, yeah, is Soro DePaula and Hope the future outfield? Well, they line up pretty well like that. Um, yeah, Taylor was going to fetch a lot more than that. We know that. It was a joke, word for word. We would do that in a heartbeat. The Angels would laugh in our face. I don't understand the whole Ryan Ward thing though. He's just a guy that they're just not promoting him, and I'd play him or trade him. Please do him a favor. It ain't fair what they're doing to him. That's my biggest complaint about the Dodgers is the way they do that. It's really not fair. Yeah, no, the prospects gritty. Yeah, they just in general they look so much. Well, here's an example. I'll two of them, Quintaro and Munoz down in Low A. Another year and in another year and they're different. They're just different. Quintaro hits the ball so hard. Munoz is adding some power. He's a big guy, actually. He's a tall guy. Um, and then I'm fired up still about Kellen Lindsay, and definitely fired up about Yoandre Vargas. I got some pictures of him. I got to post for sure. Yeah, it is a fun Rancho team, really good team. But they'll suck because they're going to get rid of all of them and move them on up. Um, but they could really they need to really do some aggressive promoting things. I was really happy to see Sirota promoted fast. So I want to see Hope in Double A. I want to see DePaula in Double A. Hoping Kendall George goes. Yeah, gets moving. He just needs to start. For him, he's got to have a high batting average. His on base needs to be high. Yeah, Ryan Ward. Yep, those guys will be. They need to be added to the 40-man, or they're gone. Um, Again, these are people though. Um, I agree. Um, the Ward and Hosey. So these are guys that were exposed in the Rule 5, and they weren't taken. So yeah, I would start cleaning some house at AAA if these guys are not in your future and you don't plan on playing them and they're just there to make your other players good. Your guys that you're trying to get ready to be good. Then fine, but move some guys in. Just keep move. I want them to be very aggressive with some of these guys. I think some of them can handle it, and if they can't, get rid of them. If you don't think it, put it this way: if you don't think a minor league player, you don't think a minor league player out there can make that um, move fast, then you trade him. If you don't think you could promote him fast, get rid of them. All they are is they're just trade bait. The guys that you believe in, bring them on up. You had Tulsa. Yeah, it's in the lower levels where it's at this year for sure. Aside from Ferris, yeah. I mean, who was it? Was it Pryor that talked about Ferris? Jackson Ferris? Don't be surprised. Patrick Copen, oh my gosh. Yeah, he's been good. Um, I need to look at how Makarowicz has been doing up there. Lennon's been all over the place. He got to pitch at OKC. Um, you never know. Yeah. Yeah. So Mike brings up AAA and AA pitchers struggling, a lot of walks. Um, it's too late, folks. If you're walking guys that still a lot, that's not good. We've seen some good ones though. We've seen some good appearances. Bruns is hurt. We don't know what it is. I'm just gonna let's just assume it's Tommy John, but it could be a shoulder. I don't know what it is. So Our left side of the infield will hurt us in playoffs unless we shore it up. Ask the Yankees. Left field needs to be solid as well. Okay, let's address this. You put Kike at third at the end of games. Or maybe he even plays them if Muncy ain't doing it. It is, and yeah. Mookie would be fine, but we had Tommy Edman at short almost all last postseason. So I'm not worried that much about it. I think we have the options there if we need it. Mookie, I know that everyone's going to go Mookie to right. That's not going to happen. It could happen in the postseason, and he'll be fine. But he's not what he was. Oh. Let's see. I heard Kopech had a good eye, but his strike count was kind of low. Yeah. But I think they have the options in-house to at least have a good defense. Let's put it that way. I was told Kopech only had one. I don't think so. We're about pitching. We got Stone coming. Nope, he's not coming back this year. Ryan, no, he won't. Maybe September. Sheehan, possibly. Hurt September at the earliest. So the only one that we're really going to get for sure is going to be Sheehan. So that's a big one too. But we don't know what we're getting. We just don't know. We might get a guy that like Walker Buehler. It took him over 2 years to get going. Yeah, Ryan ain't coming back. Yeah, these guys aren't coming back much at all. I'm not expecting much help at all. Yeah, for the future, and let's hope. Oh man, because those are such good pitchers. Oh man, I mean, the beginning of 2024. Everyone was poo-pooing Stone except this guy. Oh, he was so bad in 2023, and you forgot that he wasn't good in many ways in 2023. He just wasn't. He didn't start the year good. But we had a lot of optimism. No, all those guys are good. Ryan was excellent. We saw how good he was. Oh my gosh. But let's not forget, we do have Blake Snell. It seems that this is a guy that wants to win bad enough where he lied about his health. Yeah, Stone had it, but it was a rookie year. Look at Mike Trout's rookie year. Come on. Wasn't he? And in fact, it wasn't even 2024 was his rookie year. Yeah, he was progressively getting better. Absolutely. This was the only guy right here that was still pushing Stone that I remember. So, yeah. But yeah, he's not our best pitcher, but he was a really good, solid pitcher. Ryan gonna come back throwing harder? I hope so. Well, no, I don't. I don't want him throwing any harder. These are things that they have to be careful of. Just come back, lock it in, get that big money contract. I love River Ryan. I have a bias there. I don't want him throwing any harder. He was good. We just want him to be what he was. I don't know. Yeah, these guys. So here's the problem with pitching. These guys don't say anything. I don't know if Stone was hurt beforehand. I don't know. I never talked to him. He absolutely saved us in the regular season last year. Yep. He's as much of a world champion as anyone on that World Series roster. We got so I was encouraged by something last year or that last week, and that was Justin Robleski. He pitched 4 innings of relief. He had no walks, or was it 1 walk? No, 1 hit. Yeah. Let's see. Why do you believe we lose so many to injury? Well, first of all, these pitchers need to speak up about, and they have. I know why they don't, but they need to. You have to be careful with that. This is their career. I do think, Justin, I think it's a really good question. And it's something they're not going to, they said, hey, we're going to make some changes. Okay, they're making those changes. It's going to take a couple years for that to really work. That's the truth. I'm sorry, but they are starting to extend guys a little bit longer. Um, I am disturbed though. I think the biggest mistake of the year that has been made was changing Yamamoto and making him no longer just the Friday only pitcher and Sasaki the Saturday night pitcher. I think it's a huge mistake. We're going to pay for that one. Are you a fan of Kyle Hart? Absolutely. Yeah, and I like him. I got to admit it. I'm a I loved him as a bullpen option last year, and I just was so disappointed, and I'm sure he was too. He's a really good guy too. Yeah, River Ryan. Yeah, there it is. Right there's the lie right there, right, Mr. Classic. But you know what? They know when it comes to there's a certain thing they go. I know my arm's toast. I'm going to do what I can. Tony Gonsolin's done that. Um, there's other guys that have done it, but we know Gonsolin did it for sure. 30. Craig Osterberg. I think you can't be more right. 30-second clock. Pitchers go out on every pitch. Yeah, we've talked about that, but Craig, thanks for bringing that up because it's true. Absolutely 100% true, in my opinion. I am not a doctor, but I do read the internet. I think that's a real problem, though. I do. So, yeah, that's an issue. Wow, I have Amazon out for delivery. Who? Shocking. Well, I do hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're enjoying the day off. Thank you for the people that made this day possible. Yeah, there's the pitch. It's so frustrating, but these guys have to speak up. Pitch clock makes them. It just makes them. They don't get a time to breathe. It seems like they need to take those breaths. And these hitters they hit your mistakes. I mean, Landon Knack makes one real mistake, and Pete Alonso just crushes it. Yeah, just crushes it. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I know. But hey, we got a game coming up at 3:40. Is it? No, 3:10. Ooh, okay, 2 hours away. And of course, we have another pitcher coming. His name is Shohei Ohtani, and it seems like the Dodgers really are. That he's going to come back as a starter. That's what they're doing. They're not. He could probably be a reliever right now. Part of him making him a starter allows them to have 14 pitchers basically. So that's what they're doing. Let's see. How did you feel about the Bush trade when it happened? Well, I do have a reaction. It was kind of like, who are these guys? I was, it's one of those things with Bush. I was disappointed that they waited so long to trade him. Seems like they could have, packaged him up in another deal. But the Dodgers have taken, and we see this with Lux also, that they're just going, well, we got this old guy and we have no plans for him. So we're going to move him and replenish our farm. I like that. And they did that with Lux too. Bush doing great. Yeah, Michael Bush. No surprise that Michael Bush is going to be a 280 to 300 hitter, hitting 15 to 25 home runs, playing first base and maybe even platooning. Miguel Vargas doing great. Who predicted greatness for Miguel Vargas? This guy the whole time. But 100%, I don't think he would have been a good third baseman. No. Miguel Vargas is again, a huge favorite of this show. And both Casey Porter and I have been huge Miguel Vargas fans of his bat. And he's doing fine. I make that trade all day, every day, because we won the World Series because of that trade. Done. Done. So I don't look back on those with that, with going, oh my gosh, we should have not made that trade. No, no, no. It had to be done. Miggy needed a new start. And boy, now he's got consistent playing time. He's playing third. Good for him. I want him to do well because he is a good player. I think he has a really, I think he can have an all-star season at some point. As long as Haesung Kim does better than Lux trade is worth it for me. I think they were just moving on from Gavin Lux. I think they figured this is a guy we can get. This is part of the replenishment. We have second baseman. they have plenty of those. Remember, Mookie Betts could be a second baseman. Tommy Edman, Kiki Hernandez. They have plenty. So they did it, and I would do it in a heartbeat. So that's just what you do. That's what you do. You make these trades. You try to build your team up to be better. Is Gavin Lux doing well in Cincy? Sure. But you know what? I honestly don't think, and no shade here at all. I don't think Gavin Lux is a superstar at all. I don't think he has that possibility. And I think that's where he is. Miguel Vargas, I think, has a higher upside than Luxy. Again, no, I'm not. And Michael Busch, I don't think is a superstar. What you have, though, are possible future superstars. So there's a risk reward here. They made some trades they go, hey, we know what this guy is. And it's no surprises for me. I agree with that. No name. I do agree. Zaire Hope and Jackson Ferris could be superstars. Not saying they will be. They have the potential to be superstars. Michael Busch was on a team where, and they could have played him at third base in Chicago, but they never did. Notice that? The Dodgers tried to play him there. They're just not a fan of him over there, I guess. It's okay. And so you got guys like Hope, Jackson Ferris, Sirota, and a compensation pick from the Reds. I think it's after the second round or something like that. And they're going, hey, we're gonna trade, we're gonna make it. Let's do this. It's like a stock trade. You're going, hey, this is 2 years ago. I have stock in Ford. And Ford's solid, grows a little bit, grows a little bit. But there's this thing called NVIDIA. Let's call it 4 years ago. And I know that with Ford, I'm just going to keep earning a little bit of money, but nothing. I'm not going to get rich out of it. Versus going, I'm going to go in this company called NVIDIA because I think they could really make me rich. And so that's what it is. It's a risk. It's going, hey, I know what I got, and I think it'll be continued about the same, maybe a little bit better, but not much better. Versus, no, I have a chance at stars. And so I think that's what they did. And so I think they love Sirota. I think they love Hope, and they love Ferris. And it's kind of cool that by July, 3 of our top 10 prospects are going to be guys we stole from other organizations. I mean, I like Michael Busch, but I can replace him. Easy peasy. I like Gavin Lux, but I can replace him. Easy peasy. If I have a Zaire Hope turn into a superstar right fielder, how do you replace that? That's the difference. I saw Sirota Rancho. You're still not high on rushing. Well, it's gonna be tough with him playing every 3 or 4 games. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know. It's a good question because I really like him I like him at the plate a lot. He's you know he's learning how to be a major league catcher on the fly. I have confidence in him, but it's like, hey, he's got to play. He's got to play all the time, and yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, to be as good of a hitter as Smith, we would be tough, especially as a catcher where you wear down. I guarantee this: if Will Smith was a third baseman or a left fielder, he's got better numbers. Um, yes, Mike, they did draft him. They've had their they wanted that guy. I just wish they would have done the same thing with Paul Goldschmidt. Dodgers drafted Goldie. Yeah. So yeah, you're right though, Mike. Um, I think that, but yeah, this is a way of trying to find gold. Why don't we? Why not? Let's take a quick look at our top prospects at the moment. I know there's been a little bit of shuffling with guys moving out. Um, Give me a second here. Oops, not Dodgers. Let's see. By the way, I will be at Dodger Stadium on July 5th against the Mets. I'll be there with my wife and my youngest. Super looking forward to that, obviously. Give me a second here so I could find it. It'll be Pipeline Top 30, and it will change itself soon. I'm going to set it up. We're going to go from bottom to top. All right, let me dial it in here. There it is. And there we go. All right, we good? We can see this? All right. Okay, we're starting it from the top with the one and only Jared Karras. Number 30, we got Patrick Copen at 29. He's been good. Let's his numbers. Stats. I don't know. You guys can't quite see them. I'm going to move this. No, it ain't going to matter. Well, the stats are, put it this way, 44 innings, 73 Ks. Promote him. He needs to go to Double A. Jacob Wright. I like Jacob Wright, lefty with El Quakes. He hasn't pitched that much, but he's coming around. I mean, he's got 6.2 innings, 9 Ks. My lefty. Jose Rodriguez got moved up to AAA. Let's see. You know, he's tough. He's tough to pick up. His numbers aren't so good yet, but I'm a fan. Y'all know that. Samuel Sanchez, I mentioned him. He's only 19. Oh no, I said Sammy Munoz. He's a pitcher. I like him too. Oh boy. He's 17 innings, 23 hits, 14 Ks. So he's only 19. Peter Hubeck. I'm expecting a lot out of him. A lot of struggles though. He needs a big year. His walks are too high. But I'm a fan. Logan Wagner, boy, at least he's playing. So I think that's a positive. There's a lot of power there, for sure. For sure. He's got 5 home runs, 11 doubles. Plays first and third. Switch hitter. Noah Miller, the shortstop. He's in Double A. Jaron Elkins, he's at Rancho. Really fast dude, only 20. Maddox Bruns, we know he's hurt. Kyle hurt. Sirota, 19. That will be top 10 soon. He absolutely destroyed Rancho and Great Lakes. He's destroying that also. So It's a dude. Keep promoting him. Get him up. Get him up there. Chase Harlan. I have not seen anything of him yet. He hasn't played with us yet at Rancho. I was hoping to see him, but haven't. Eric Swan. Eric with a Q. He had a really nice off season. Got a lot of buzz, and the K's are there. He just got to not walk, guys. Easier said than done. I'm not saying it's easy, folks, because I was bad at that. Edgardo's coming back soon. He will go right into our bullpen. Hyun-Suk Chung. Still babying him a bit. He's had 9 starts, only 28 innings. 36 Ks, but 26 walks. Oh, yeah, this guy. Ching Sing Ko. Taiwan, right? He's a big dude. Yeah, he's sitting 408. And yeah, he's killing it. Mr. Ko is another prospect. He's going to move up fast. Only 18, just a young dude. Kendall George. Okay, Kendall, come on, man. How we doing, Kendall? 242. That's just not doing it. Stolen bases 21, 34 Ks. Man, I wanted to do better. Frasso's been starting to get better, but he's still not the same dude. Only 22 Ks. Not good. Yoandre Vargas. Fun to watch. I like what I see. I do recommend cutting the hair, but that's his thing. He's only got 15 games, but he's hitting 310. OPS of 848. Plays a good shortstop, but I don't know if who's going to be the shortstop. Is it going to be our boy Lindsay or him? Robleski. Just go River Ryan. We love him. He's a dude. Eduardo Quintero leads. I think he's still leading the California League in home runs. Playing a nice full season. He's got 8 dongs, 561 slug, and he's young, 19. Kellen Lindsay, he's been out a little bit, but he's doing quite fine in his debut. Hitting 280. Got two home runs now. Here's our guy we all talk about, Emil Morales. The power's there. So with strikeouts. So he's getting there though. He's only 18, so I don't sweat that. Jackson Ferris, I know he struggled a bit, but he's giving up hits is what he's doing. Giving up hits. Alex Freeland is still not playing enough shortstop or third base in my opinion. 263, 370 on base, 416 slug, 786 OPS. That's not a third baseman. But maybe he plays third base. I don't know. 9 stolen bases, 4 home runs. We'll see. Zaire Hope, oh boy. Slugging 497, got 7 home runs, 4 stolen bases. We know he hits the ball really hard. We do know that. So I'm hopeful for him. DePala, number 2. Great Lakes. What are we getting out of him? So 7 home runs now. So the slug's coming up. Last year he slugged 405. This year 462. That's improvement. I like to see that. He's got 7 home runs. Last year he had a total of 10. He steals bases. I think he's sneaky fast. I know he thinks he's fast. I think he is actually pretty fast. We just need to get him on the clock. And then Dawn rushing is, he's a major leaguer. And he'll be out of this position soon because he'll surpass his numbers. I think he stays up. if they may decide at the end of the season to make some type of a trade to get another backup catcher. Okay, but he's going to get a lot of time this year, so that's good. All right, back to this ugly mug. No, not that one. That one. There it is. All right, folks. Let's see. Any more chats to talk about? Yep. All right. Sordo is projected to be a first pick. There you go. Yeah, Copen's just, yeah, bring him up. Bring him up further. Yeah, Gavin Williams. Let's see. That's good about Swan. Yeah, this is because it was a shoulder. It wasn't Tommy John. It was just shoulder. Sometimes those take a while. I know it. I know his name, rest in peace, is not allowed anymore per se, but it took Urias quite a while to get back from his shoulder surgery. It took him a year and a half, but by the end of the year, he was coming in of 2018, where he had the surgery like in June 2017. By the end of 2018, so I was catching him at rehab assignments. He was throwing 90, 91, maybe 92, 93. But then by the end of the year, he's coming out of the bullpen throwing 97, 98. So there you go. Takes a bit. BC's in the house. All right. Okay, folks, it is time for me to do some more housework. A little more cleanup. Go eat some food. Not go get any. I got plenty of food around the house. Eat some food and get ready for the work day tomorrow. And we got a game. I think I'm supposed to. Yeah, I'm going to do post game today with Klein. So we'll see when. Well, whatever that is, I'll be ready. Dodgers have used 13 starting pitchers this year. There you go. Yep. So not everyone's going to have. It'll happen with other people too. Oh. Okay. All right, folks. So let's go. So a really good one. I got to bring up. I haven't done this in so long. I forgot the stuff that I usually do. Let's see where to go. Not that one. Oh my gosh, these things. Come on. Apologetics. I don't think we're going to talk Christian apologetics unless you really want to. Now I'll be talking about that on some other stuff. Fudge. Oh my gosh, is this the last time I did it? No, it's not that one. Whew. And it's for some reason the notes. Huh. Crazy. Can't find anything here. Jeez. Well, that's about it then. I guess we're going to. There we go. I found it at the last second. All right. Thanks everyone for joining in. I do appreciate y'all. As always, we appreciate everyone coming on board and joining the chat. And yep, Dodgers 310. Yep. And so let's head out here with a little going away for y'all. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Thank you so much. As always, God bless and go Dodgers.